United Kingdom's ambassador to Nigeria, Katrina Lai, has slammed the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Inec, Mahmoud Yakubu, for failing to meet the expectations of Nigerians during the 2023 presidential election that was conducted few months ago. Katrina Lange, who spoke about such issue during an interview, revealed that she had an interesting time observing the elections that were conducted in both 2019 and 2023, and she saw some progress and setback in some elections, adding that Nigeria is the most important democratic nation in Africa and it should not be taken for granted because it is in a region where democracy is backsliding. Speaking for the Katrina Line stated that she knows a lot of people are disappointed with the elections process and the outcome of the presidential election, but the 2023 electoral map looks completely different than that of 2019, and those who incited violence during such election will be placed on visa bans. So I can confirm we are gathering information at the moment. We obviously don't speak about the individuals and we will consider whether we want to exercise those visa bans. So the whole point of that is deterrence, to ensure that people reflect before they act in that way, because elections going well are so important for Nigeria. What didn't work well, and it was a big disappointment to all of us and most importantly to Nigerians, was when INEC had raised the expectations that as the results were being tabled at the local polling unit, they would be automatically visible for all of us, actually to be able to track the results in real time so transparently. Maybe the system failed, there's no question. That was a massive disappointment. It also meant that it created space for people to be concerned that somebody's interfering with the system, somebody's act into the system. And I think one of the problems was that INEC didn't communicate quickly enough that the challenges or what the challenges were. We spoke to the INEC chair about this and he accepted that points they should have been able to communicate, but it was a failure, and I think it is a big setback to INEC's credibility and therefore people's confidence. He agreed that it was really, he accepted that fact that it was not the right thing to have done. They deliberately did this because when you talk about a hacking, nobody hacked anything, because a lot of APC people, they had said, oh, it was hacked, this and this and that. Some people are saying, oh, maybe because of they saw that there's some people were going to hack it. But when I then came out and said, no, nobody hacked the whole thing, that was when APC people stopped it and they say, oh, if you don't like it, go to court and what have you. And this woman is making a U-turn. Because that was not what she was saying the last time, not until when some Nigerians came out and said, why can you be saying that 1/10 of what happened in Nigeria, you can't even accept it in your country? How can you tell us that in Nigeria, this election is the best, that Nigeria likes it, and now you're coming back? Of course, you know that you are lying before. So everybody knows that. All those who are jubilating, let them continue to jubilate. The next thing they will say, you know, election is free. Really? Yes, why didn't you follow it the way you ought to have followed it, according to how you gave everybody the hope that you're going to do the needful? As many who are doing evil, let them continue to do evil and be supporting evil. Because, now wow. This one is saying UK government is IPOB. Okay, oh, IPOB na IPOB, abi. Everybody na IPOB. IPOB has nothing to do here. What you celebrate today may turn against you tomorrow. Life is a circle. Don't celebrate illegality. What is bad is bad. No tribe identify itself with criminality. If an angel conducts election in Nigeria, it will fail. Those who lose will eventually claim they are rigged. Those who lose will rig and cover it, but because they lose, they will still cry foul. No system is perfect. Was it like this during 1999 and 2003 election? Now we have beavers. It is more worse than when we had no beavers. So because no system is perfect, Mahmoud Yakubu will select and install a president for 200 million people. He deserves a gold medal. he has overtaken Maurice Iwu as the worst INEC chairman. What a shame. That is not the point. Let him win without any question mark and rigging. Let INEC transmit results or election results from Beavers to IREV as they promised and assured Nigerians before the election. Is very, very, very simple. If he wins, fine and good, but INEC can't tell us A and do B. That is the issue here. UK government is just waking up. I say welcome back to your senses. The INEC chair, Mahmood, lied under oath and is still lying in this interview with the British ambassador. There were no failures or glitches as seen in the daytime upload of Senate and House um, of elections. Rather, it was a calculated attempt by Mahmood and Powers fronting him to ensure that the will of the people is truncated. He kept his undignified silence while results were being doctored, mangled and manipulated, and he gladly received such doctored from EC8 and announced his amended results, daring the wounded and oppressed to go to court. What a shame of a professor and electoral commission chairman. Don't mind the deprived Professor Mahmoud Yakubu. He will surely not end well. His professorship was a mistake. UK should leave us alone. They have their own problems. Let them face it and leave Nigeria own, period. No country on earth that doesn't have a political problem. Talk less of Nigeria. Enough is enough. When you have a problem with the process that produces your leader, that is the president, vice president, governors and deputies, senators and reps, and so on, there's no problem bigger than it. A total failure in the electoral system is a big problem. When you make the electorate lose confidence in the electoral process, is a complete failure and collapse of democracy and a total shame. If you want UK to leave you alone, tomorrow your government will still go back to ask them for help and want to purchase Tucano fighters jets to fight insurgents. Tomorrow, your leaders will run over to their country for medical issues. You want them to borrow you money. You want them to cancel your debt and so on. Will you be able to listen to and help someone who asks you to leave him alone and never wants your advice? To add to your awesome comments, how will UK leave a country alone whose Japa community has filled their streets? Medicine after death, it is already late after the head is off. But all I know is that whatever a man sows, same shall he reap. The confidence has been lost long time ago. There's no way they do without cooking up stories. Whoever the pronounced winner, either through door or window, is not my business. We hear about the government, studied government in school, but yes, to see governments. So it is not they are waking up, making a U-turn. All of them are just deceiving themselves. You can hear what Tinubu say. They are jealous of me. That one are president. They are jealous of me. Jealous of who you be. Be kind of life where you live. That they jealous.